The Rapid Disinfector by Sterilize is the only mobile UVC disinfection system that measures UVC delivered to surfaces. This is important because each pathogen requires a specific amount of energy to deactivate. Use of the RD is an evidence-based practice grounded in science. The RD unit moves easily and quietly down the hallway with the assistance of one operator. Move the RD halfway into the room next to the bed. Remove the sensors from the charging compartment and turn the sensors on. The yellow light indicates the sensors are charged, and the on switch will turn on a red light. Position sensor boxes in the corners of each room or area. Be sure they are not blocked by anything. In order for UVC to be effective, surfaces and areas must be opened and exposed to allow for the UVC rays to reach them. Regardless of the room or area receiving UVC treatment, be sure to open as many items as possible and consider areas such as monitors. When hanging items, be sure items aren't going to fall and avoid placing items over med gases. Open drawers and doors. Place pillows on windowsills at an angle. Open control panels. Remove linens from bed and raise beds to their highest position. Open cupboard doors and anything else in the room that will not receive direct UVC without an intervention. Move cubicle curtains to the wall. Open curtains slightly. When selecting an outlet to plug the RD into, avoid using red outlets when possible, as red outlets are part of a facility's backup generating system and reserved for only essential medical equipment. Also try selecting a gray outlet that does not have a GFCI. A GFCI is mostly found on outlets by water sources. GFCI outlets can sometimes be hypersensitized to electrical current and may trip a switch when equipment is in operation. Remove the tablet from the holder and then remove the motion-activated door sensor from the charging compartment. On the door sensor, there is a white button that, once depressed and activated by the green button, acts as a safety for the door. If the white button is released, the RD unit will be placed on pause. Position the sensor so that when the door opens, the white button will release. There is a magnet on the back of the sensor that allows the sensor to be placed on a metal door frame. If a metal door frame is unavailable, this motion sensor can be placed on the floor. Place the caution sign on the outside of the door. This sign will notify others that the room is receiving UVC treatment. After using your individual login and password to enter the tablet, an option appears to view videos. Also note that if a component of the RD is not functioning properly, there will be a message on the screen. The tablet screen has videos on how to conduct UVC in a bathroom, OR, patient room, and proper storing of the RD unit. Each video is under 3 minutes and can be easily started by tapping the triangle to the right. There is also an area on the tablet for guidance on sensor placement. Guidance is provided for a patient room, bathroom, and an operating room. This sensor placement can be applied to any room that you want to use RD in. If deciding to bypass the guidance tools, the tablet will take the operator to the main user screen. Check marks will automatically populate for all sensors recognized by the RD unit. If a sensor isn't functioning correctly, there will be a notation on the tablet screen. This is also a good checks and balances screen to be sure the amount of sensors being used matches the sensors checked on the screen. If a sensor is turned off, the sensor will not populate on the screen. For this job, we can see that one of the sensors is low on battery power. But because there is a check mark next to the sensor, this means the sensor can still be utilized for this job. In case the main door sensor stops working for some reason, or there are multiple entries into a room, RD has infrared sensors around the top of the machine that sense body heat and will place the system on pause. After making sure all of the RD components that you're using are checked and you've selected the unit and the room number, press Start. The RD unit will immediately boot up and the tablet screen will show the energy that each UVC box has received. Inside the room, the RD will illuminate. And UVC is invisible, so that bright light is just a byproduct of the energy process that's happening in the light bulb. We're replicating the sun's energy on the C spectrum, so it's just like looking at the bright light of the sun. UVC does not penetrate through glass, so doors on windows are safe to stand behind. Why is it then that UVC rays come through those light bulbs? Well, that's because those light bulbs are made out of quartz. Some UVC collection boxes will show a lower amount of UVC energy received. Once two of the boxes both reach 46,000, the RD can be paused and repositioned to significantly reduce the amount of time it will take to finish the UVC job. The pause and reposition feature helps to turn rooms over faster. After two of the UVC boxes reach 46,000, the RD unit can be placed on pause and then repositioned onto the other side of the item in the center of the room. This will allow the other two UVC boxes to reach 46,000 faster. The RD unit will immediately power down once pause is tapped on the tablet screen. It is then safe to enter the room to reposition the RD unit. The pause and reposition feature can be used in any room regardless of size or type. Be sure to reposition and reactivate the motion sensor. 4 UVC sensor boxes are not always required if the room is small. Place one sensor box on one side of the room and another sensor box on the other. In a small room, you will position the RD unit in the center of the room between the two UVC boxes that you've placed on the floor. You will then close the door and start the job. After finishing a job, return the UVC sensor boxes to the charging compartment and turn each of the sensors into the off position. Once all of the boxes are in the off position and the red lights are off, yellow lights will illuminate on all of the boxes. The yellow light indicates that the boxes are charging. This is true of the safety sensor as well. Remove caution signs that were placed on the outside of the door at the start of the job. The ground of a plug on a piece of electrical equipment is the longest component of a plug that is placed in an outlet. A ground goes all the way through the cord and can be broken internally if a cord becomes twisted or kinked. A ground is what keeps the operator of electrical equipment safe. Remove the cord from the wall outlet by grasping the plug and then place the plug directly onto the floor. Begin wrapping the cord from the base of the unit to avoid twisting and kinking of the cord. Wrap the cord in a circular motion, allowing the cord to flow freely. Once all of the cord is wrapped and in one hand, place the cord into the cord holder on the frame of the unit and secure. Store the RD in a safe and secure location and keep RD plugged into a wall unit when not in use. Begin by turning the tablet off. Then unplug RD from the wall. Allow RD to sit until it powers down, and then press and hold the black reset button until the RD reboots. The black reset button is located in the upper right-hand corner of the charging compartment.